All right. So screen is right in front of you. So I was explaining joint venture. तो आपको बता दिया what is the purpose of joint venture. It is very easy to start a business in a new country you are not familiar with, because you decide to make an agreement with a local company over there who knows far better than you. So maybe that transition is easier from your home country to another country. Okay, let's take other examples as well. Now, Sony Ericsson, I think majority of you are familiar with it. Sony Ericsson, there was a mobile, a cell phone there. Right now, you won't see it with the brand name Sony Ericsson. आप मेरा ख्याल है कि काफी बच्चों को पता होगा. अब्दुल्ला वैस, डू यू नो अबाउट दिस ब्रांड सोनी डिक्सन?
जी सर।
Okay, all right. So it was there actually, and it was quite successful as well when it was launched. So Sony Ericsson was a joint venture, and would you believe it that Sony is a different company, Ericsson is a different company. If you Google, you will find it now that you know that there are Sony's laptop, Sony's cell phones there, and Ericsson has is a telecommunication company, and it's and now they have their own cell phones as well. So what happened? They decided to have a joint venture, and they started with a project in which they were ready to sell cell phones, make and sell cell phones. Then maybe for some reason they felt that maybe now the joint venture is no longer beneficial for both of them. So they decided to just finish that joint venture. So, or maybe the joint venture was for a certain time period, maybe for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years. So if time lapses, again joint venture comes to an end. So it came to an end after that. लेकिन अब सोनी डिक्सन अलग-अलग काम कर रहे हैं. So even that when both were actually having that project of cell phone, Sony Ericsson, still they were having their different products separate from each other. वो उनके प्रोडक्ट चल रहे थे पहले भी कि सोनी का कोई एलसीडी है या टीवी है या वट एवर है, बट उसमें उनके रिसोर्सेज शेयर नहीं हो रहे थे. रिसोर्सेज वर ओनली शेयर्ड इन दिस प्रोजेक्ट दैट वाज सोनी Ericsson. Okay, similarly, there is actually a joint venture between JLR and Chery, Jaguar Land Rover. So Jaguar Land Rover is a very expensive car, you know that. And Chery is actually a Chinese company. It's actually a leader in China as far as small cars are concerned. Chery. You might have seen in Pakistan as well. Not many. So Jaguar Land Rover is actually a car. And do you know who owns JLR? Anybody? Idea है किसी को?
टाटा सर, टाटा मोटर।
BMW।
Very good, Abdurrahman. Great answer. Tata
BMW।
Motors. Tata Motors is
सर
basically
टाटा मैंने बोला था।
किसने?
तलाल।
अच्छा सॉरी
तलाल।
सॉरी, आप दोनों एक ही टाइम पे बोले ना तो इसलिए मुझे लगा. ओके तलाल, ओके तलाल, ग्रेट. So Tata Motors own JLR. Tata Motors is one of the biggest. It's a giant as far as automotive is concerned in India. Unfortunately, okay. So they took over Jaguar Land Rover, or later on Jaguar Land Rover actually had an agreement with Chery. तो आपको पता है टाटा is a big company and they actually deal in cements, chemicals. There are TV channels, Tata Sky. I mean, there are lots of products there, huh? But one of their product is cars, and they are one of the biggest car manufacturing um, firm or company in the world. Okay, all right. So they had a joint venture, and now they are actually making a car together, but only for that project. So it means joint venture is only for a project where two businesses or more than two businesses share their resources. Whereas in a merger, both businesses they form another business, but both businesses they come to an end. The existing businesses come to an end and they are converted into a new business, and we call it a merger. So that is a different story. Joint venture is different. Okay, I'll show you later on what is the difference between these two. Okay, let me show you the difference now. All right. I hope you can see the screen. If you see the picture on your right side, because value chain activity हमने cover कर लिया था last time. So now look closely at the picture on the right side. Okay, difference between joint venture and a merger. अच्छा हम देखते हैं. The picture on the, okay, so there are 4 quadrants. See the quadrant on your top left, and it is written the merger process. So what is happening in a merger process? There is a light blue business. There are 2 businesses. One is shaded light blue and the other is shaded green. So both businesses are joined together and now they are the same business. You can see both colors, but it's difficult to distinguish between these two. Both are together. Management is shared. Profit is shared. Right? This is a merger. You know that. But remember, now color क्योंकि same हो गया, अब now there is no separate light blue business and green business. वो जो 2 business पहले थे, now they have joined their resources. So now everything is shared. तो अब nothing is separate. तो इसलिए वो light blue और green shaded area, now they are together. They will be considered as one business. They are not separate at all. जहां भी branches होंगी, वहां वो इकट्ठे ही होंगे. Okay, now if you see joint venture, the picture below, to your left side, the joint venture process. Now see, again there are 2 businesses. Now they are joining hands in an entirely new project, shaded red. अब red shaded में जो नया business है, it has nothing to do with the previous businesses. वो जो light blue और green business हैं, वो चलते रहेंगे as it is. There will be no effect on it because that new red business will be entirely different from the other businesses, and there they will share their resources. तो वो कलर यहाँ पर उनके क्यों नहीं आए? क्योंकि कलर इसलिए नहीं आए क्योंकि वो जो पहले काम कर रहे थे बिजनेस वो वैसे ही चलते रहेंगे एंड देयर प्रोडक्ट इज डिफरेंट. वो कपड़े बना रहे हैं, गाड़ियां बना रहे हैं, व्हाटएवर. So this is a joint venture. Then now if you see the picture or the quadrant on your top right, the acquisition process. Now another name given to takeover is acquisition. Acquire करना ना, buy करना, ये takeover ही बोलते हैं इसको. So now what is happening? Companies prior to an acquisition. So normally what happens? Takeover always happens when there is a big business and there is a very small business. So chances are there that the bigger business will take over or will buy the smaller business. And once they take over it, now see that the small part, that green part, is now included in that light blue area. So what does it mean? That now the small business is part of that new business. And now there is one business, but it is not a merger. So this is a takeover. And then if finally we see the alliance process, that is strategic alliance or strategic alliance partnership. See, 2 companies were there and now what are they doing? Only just a part they shared. Do you know why? Why only just a part is shared? आप मैथ्स भी पढ़ते हैं तो ये तो आप उसमें देखते रहते हैं. तो यशफा से पूछ लेते हैं. यशफा, why only a part is shared between these 2 businesses in a strategic alliance? यशफा नूर,
क्योंकि रहते तो इंडिपेंडेंट ही है ना, तो बस जितना उनको अपना म्यूचुअल बेनिफिट देखना होगा उतना ही वो बस शेयर करते होंगे.
Okay, all right, I'll comment on that. Danish Hussain. Danish, answer it.
सॉरी सर, नहीं पता.
नहीं पता होगा, no problem at all. फातिमा शकील.
सर बिकॉज वो वैल्यू चेन पे एक वैल्यू चेन एक्टिविटी पे सिर्फ मतलब 7 फोर्सेस ज्वाइन करेंगे, बाकी वो सेपरेट ही रहेंगे.
Excellent answer, Fatma. I am proud of you. Very good. Why? Because only their resources are being shared in one value chain activity. एक्टिविटी उनकी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग भी होगी, वो बाय भी कर रहे हैं, सेल भी कर रहे हैं, ट्रांसपोर्ट भी कर रहे हैं, डिलीवरी भी कर रहे हैं, दे आर हैविंग रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट एज वेल. देयर आर लॉट्स ऑफ एक्टिविटीज गोइंग ऑन इन अ बिजनेस, lots of value chain activities, but they are going to share resources in one of the value chain activity. तो इसीलिए सिर्फ पार्ट शेयर होने का मतलब है only one value chain activity is common between them and they are helping each other or sharing their resources in that value chain activity. Otherwise their businesses are entirely separate from each other or one another. अब मुझे कोई बताए जिसको समझ नहीं आ रही the difference between merger, acquisition, joint venture and strategic alliance. Anybody? I am waiting.
सर मुझे एक्विजिशन प्रोसेस में इसका समझ नहीं आया.
All right. So Abdullah?
Yes sir.
All right. Actually, acquisition is, I told you, it's a takeover. One business buys another business, and normally the business which buys another business is in a stronger financial position, and that business is normally a bigger business than the other one they are taking over. So in this example, there is a large business, in fact a huge business, immense in size as compared to the other business they are taking over. So once they buy it, they take over it, तो उन्होंने उसके सारे शेयर खरीद लिए, for example. Now that small business is part of that bigger business. That is it.
ठीक है सर, समझ आ गई है.
Okay, all right. मैं आपको बता देता हूँ. There were two banks there in Pakistan. One was RBS, Royal Bank of Scotland, and one was ABN AMRO. I don't know whether you know it or not. ABN AMRO bank था एक, and there was RBS, Royal Bank of Scotland. Scotland का बैंक था. So Royal Bank of Scotland took over ABN AMRO, and I was having a bank account in ABN AMRO at that point of time. What happened? That when they took over, obviously customers, they do not know about it. They know that they have मुझे तो यही पता था ना मेरा अकाउंट ABN AMRO में. So वो अब मैनेजमेंट का डिसीजन है, वो टेक ओवर कर रहे हैं. We never know because branch is there, management is there. How can we come to know? So what do? They actually used to send me a letter, maybe for a year actually, whenever they decided to inform me about something. So always in that letter, at the bottom it was written Royal Bank of Scotland, Royal Bank of Scotland, previously known as ABN AMRO. Why they wrote that? Why? Because now ABN AMRO is under the control or ownership of RBS, Royal Bank of Scotland. तो उन्होंने कहा कस्टमर को पता ना हो, कस्टमर कहीं परेशान ना हो जाए, भाई ये कौन सा बैंक आ गया, मेरा तो अकाउंट नहीं था इसमें. तो वो क्या करते हैं, फॉर अ ईयर दे कीप ऑन राइटिंग रॉयल बैंक ऑफ स्कॉटलैंड प्रीवियसली नोन एज ABN AMRO. वो ब्रांचेस जो ABN AMRO की थी वहां अब RBS लिखा हुआ है. तो कस्टमर परेशान ना हो कि भाई मेरा बैंक आ गया, मेरा तो बैंक यहाँ था, ये रातों रात गायब क्यों हो गया. तो वो लिखते रहते हैं फॉर अ ईयर सो दैट पीपल कम टू नो दिस इज द सेम बैंक बट नाउ इट इज अंडर द कस्टडी ऑफ रॉयल बैंक ऑफ स्कॉटलैंड. तो मुझे भेजते रहे कि रॉयल बैंक ऑफ स्कॉटलैंड प्रीवियसली नोन एज ABN AMRO, और उसके बाद उन्होंने हटा दिया क्योंकि अब नाउ पीपल आर फेमिलियर विद इट. तो आई होप अब्दुल्ला आई गेव योर आंसर.
जी सर जी.
All right.
समझ आ गई मुझे. हाँ जी.
Okay. Anyone else who is still not clear about these terms, or should we move on? Okay. All right. So let's move on now. Just a minute. तो मैं सेव कर लूँ जरा यहाँ पे. All right. Now, this is the slide. Now we'll talk about the advantages of joint venture and strategic alliance. And now you know them well. JV for joint venture and SA for strategic alliance. Okay, all right. Let's see. First advantage is risk sharing. It's easy. So I want students to answer rather than I'll answer it. So I want Aisha to answer. Aisha, risk sharing is an advantage in both the cases. Either it is JV or SA. Why?
सर अब इनके प्रोडक्ट्स डाइवर्सिफाई हो गए हैं तो फिर ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट रेंज है और लॉस भी कवर हो सकता है।
All right, very good. Either it is a joint venture or a strategic alliance. Now, in joint venture, obviously there is a new project, so they can compensate the loss from other businesses. और एक अच्छा, अब ये जो डाइवर्सिफिकेशन है ये मुमकिन है, लेकिन easiest point जो explain करने वाला था वो ये था कि now because resources are shared, so whatever loss that will occur, that will be shared by both the businesses. That is why risk is shared. Risk is not reduced, but definitely it is shared because now there are two businesses or more than two businesses. So loss will be shared easily. Either it is sharing of a value chain activity in case of a strategic alliance, or it is a joint venture. In both cases, risk will be shared. Okay, then we have economies of scale. So obviously business will be able to expand. So when they expand, they'll be able to achieve economies of scale, whether the expansion is because of joint venture or through strategic alliance, but they'll be able to reduce their average cost, resulting in higher profit as well. Shared technology. Obviously, both can share the technology with each other. If one has more advanced technology, the other can get the benefit from it as well. And in that way, they will be able to achieve the level of quality they want, and they'll be able to achieve higher revenue, better image, and higher market share as well. Decrease costs. Again, more or less the same, because now both businesses will take the advantage from the strengths of other businesses. एक business की labor बहुत trained है, दूसरे के पास machines बहुत advanced हैं. So in that way, both will have the advantage and will be able to reduce their cost, because skilled workforce will be more productive and they are less likely to make mistakes, resulting in lower cost. Similarly, advanced machines, they are more fine in producing products and there'll be more demand in the market as well. At the same time, they can work 24 hours. Last point.
Sir, can you? Yes, decreased cost वाला मुझे आवाज नहीं आई. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Decrease cost in the sense that now both businesses can get the advantage of the strengths of both businesses. Like one business has highly skilled workforce and the other is having most advanced technology. So both businesses can have the advantage and they'll be able to reduce their costs. How? Skilled workforce will be more productive, less likely to make mistakes, resulting in lower cost. Similarly, advanced technology will help to produce more, and obviously they can work 24 hours a day. So, and they do not require time to take rest. So again, reducing cost. They do not need to hire more workers. So saving in wage cost, saving in salaries, resulting in lower cost. Then we have sharing of experience. Again, both will be sharing the experience. The experience can be of profit or loss. I explained that the other day as well. That one business can tell the other business, yes, once we suffered loss and how we got rid of it, can tell the other business. Similarly, one business can tell that, yes, we started earning profit and how we use that profit for our own advantage. So this is how both can share their experience of either they suffered loss or profit. Yes? जी
सर थोड़ा स्लो कर दें, वो लिखना होता है साथ साथ तो होता नहीं है सही.
Alright. अच्छा, एक और चीज मैं आपको बतानी थी. Somebody was asking, sir, is it required to make notes? So I can tell you, it is always beneficial for you to make notes. Why? Although I will provide you the notes, but they are in bullet points. Yes, in brackets, maybe the explanation is mentioned, but I cannot write everything which I speak in the notes, or you may not find everything in the book as well. इतना लिखूंगा तो 1000 पेज नहीं बन जाएंगे मेरे नोट्स के. So that is just not possible. So that is why it is always better that you write points. Do not write in detail, but sometimes you may not find it in the book or in the notes. So it will help you to explain your answers. So do make notes. All right. So those who are in that practice, they will definitely get the benefit from it in the later stage or at a later stage when exams come. Okay, sharing of experience. So I explained that. Now then, easy to enter foreign markets by including local ownership. I explained that with the example I gave you about that United Bravo. Okay. So, and again, there was another example that McDonald's actually had a joint venture with an Indian local restaurant. And would you believe that in that McDonald's outlet, desi Indian food was served as well? Why they actually did that? Because they realized that maybe the people, once they visit McDonald's, some people they have the idea that okay, let's eat some desi food, for example, kadai, but it is not available in McDonald's shop, you know that, and they have a very limited choice there. So then they decided that why not to start a new joint venture where McDonald's items are available there, burger and all that, and Indian desi food is also there if they want to have it. So, where, for example, if a family goes over there, then obviously they can enjoy the food of their own choice. So they had the joint venture there in India. So in that way, and they were able to, and people visited there. It was a successful joint venture. So this is how they can have, they can move easily from their home country to another country by having a joint venture with a local business, because they can guide them at what price people would like to buy, what is their culture, and what is their income level, and what is the best place to locate your business there, because they reside there, they know far better than the foreign business which is coming into that country. So this will make them more successful. All right. Okay. Now this is the end of this chapter, right? So now I have already provided you the notes as well. And okay, today or tomorrow I will share the question with you along with the case study. So you will be doing it. If you have any problem, you can let me know about it, about the question. Okay. Now we'll move on to the next chapter. That is, let me find it out first. Yeah, this is the chapter. All right. External influences on business activity. This is chapter number 8. Right. In fact, as far as your textbook is concerned, we started from chapter 6. So chapter 6, 7, 8, 9. They are part of A2 syllabus. And chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they were there in AS. And we have already covered it. So now we have covered chapter 6, chapter 7. Now we'll move on to chapter number 8. And that is external influences on business activity. Now what does it mean? It means the factors which affect a business activity. They can affect in a positive way as well or in a negative way as well. So let's begin. First of all, we'll talk about one of the external influence, that is technology. Okay, can you stop technology to come to your country? Abdullah Wes?
जी sir.
Can we stop technology to come to our country? Either you are going to use it in your factory, or maybe it's related with cell phones which people use. Can we stop technology to come?
No sir.
No, obviously. So as a businessman, you cannot stop technology to come into a country. It means you have to adopt technology. There is no way out, because once it's there and you won't use it, you will be uncompetitive in the market. Think about teaching. Right now, I am getting familiar with the technology, the Zoom software, Teams there, Google Classroom, and there are other as well. So let's say if I say I know how to teach, I will not be familiar with the technology. So what will happen? Obviously, I will be thrown out of the market, because now the demand is, if there is a vacancy there in the school, they say, all right, we require a teacher who has plenty of experience and has a sound knowledge as well. Apart from that, he or she must be able to use the technology to teach, because right now, these days, it's a requirement. So I cannot simply deny technology, maine nahi use karni bhai. So it's just not possible. Same is the case with businesses as well. They have to use technology, but once technology comes, it has a positive impact and a negative impact as well on people, consumers, customers, surroundings. We'll talk about it. So let's talk about first the positive impact of technology. That is, First is communication. So let me show you communication. Yeah, this is communication. Communication is extremely helpful in a business. I'm talking about effective communication, and technology has a major role to play. They have changed the entire way of communication. So communication is, can anybody tell me what is communication? Or rather, I should ask. I can ask, all right, Gufran. Gufran, what is communication?
Sir, to convey someone a message and talk to them.
All right, very good. Hassan Abbas,
जी सर
communication.
सर मतलब दूसरे को अपनी बात समझाना कि आप क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं
All right, okay. So
Sir,
communication.
communication is a way to interact someone.
All right, very good. That's right. Although there is a chapter based on communication, so I won't go into detail, but I'll tell you. Yes, communication means transfer of a message from the sender to the receiver using a medium, and you can see in the picture as well. Transfer of a message from the sender to the receiver through a medium. Medium can be anything, and that is why I actually said that technology has changed the way people used to communicate to one another. So now, why communication is essential when it comes to business communication? Because you need to talk to your customers, you need to talk to your workers, you need to talk to your top level management, the board of directors as well. You need to, when you advertise, again, you convey a message to the customers, right? So it means communication is extremely important. Think about, if you do not convey a proper message to your workers, they may make a mistake. If a wrong order is taken from the customers, you may deliver a wrong goods and services or goods to the customers. They will be annoyed. So for that, now with the introduction of technology, it has become easier. And now the technologies which are there, that is internet, intranet, or word processing is there. Do you know what is the difference between internet and intranet? Because I know that you are quite familiar with internet. What is intranet? That is my question, and I'll rather ask it from Fatma Rana. Fatma,
सर पता नहीं
nahi pata. No problem. Huria,
सर पता नहीं
Sir,
okay. Mughis,
sir, it's
Mughis.
between
Just a minute. Mughis.
जी सर मेरे ख्याल से इंटरनेट नेटवर्क के कुछ लोग इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं
Okay, all right. Internal network. मतलब difference क्या हुआ? Mughis?
पता नहीं
नहीं पता. Okay, no problem. Momin Irfan, you always remain silent and you try to do something. Momin, please speak up.
सर नहीं पता
नहीं पता. Okay, all right. तो आपको ये बताना है अगर नहीं भी पता तो. All right. So the difference between, यहाँ आज कोई बताना चाह रहा था, शायद अब्दुल्ला आप बताना चाह रहे थे. So अब्दुल रहमान.
सर
Yeah.
सर जो मुगीज ने कहा मैं वो बता रहा था कि एक ग्रुप के दरमियान में जो कम्युनिकेशन वगैरह
Junaid wants to answer it as well. Yes, Junaid.
सर समथिंग लाइक प्राइवेट नेटवर्क और रिस्ट्रिक्टेड कम्युनिकेशन ऐसा कोई सीन सर
Okay, all
सर
right.
मैं बता दूं
हाँ, आप हैंड रेज करना अच्छी बात है जी. जी
गूगल
बोले.
जिंदाबाद
सर
जी, रोमा.
इंटरनेट जो होता है वो एक ग्लोबल सिस्टम होता है मतलब हर कोई यूज कर सकता है लेकिन इंटरनेट जो होता है वो बस कुछ ऑथराइज्ड यूजर्स होते हैं वो यूज कर सकते हैं उसके अलावा कोई यूज नहीं कर सकता
Okay, all right. Yes, very relevant. Anybody else who wants to contribute?
Sir, it is a private network that can only be used by authorized users.
Okay, all right. The same thing was actually said by Roma as well. Okay, all right. Now listen. Internet is basically, this is, you type www, World Wide Web. It means you can access information from all over the world. Doesn't matter where the information is actually lying. So internet has no restriction. Okay, communication can go across the boundaries. So you can talk to your relatives which are actually living far away from your country. So it has no boundaries. Intranet has a boundary. Normally, the access is there within the building. So all the employees of a certain business who are working in an organization within the same building, they can communicate with one another using a software. But for that, the connectivity of Wi-Fi or internet is not required. But still they can communicate with one another and messages can be sent and received as well. But this is restricted to one particular building as well, normally an office or a factory. Internet has no limit at all. So now I think so it means
Sir,
this is
sir, internet wired communication होती है.
इंटरनेट में जब हम www लिखते हैं तो क्या होता है? वर्ल्ड वाइड वेब. सो इट्स अ वेब.
सर मैं इंट्रानेट की बात कर रहा हूँ. वो वायर्ड होती है या वायर्ड?
Wide नहीं होती. Intranet is actually a facility which is available to the people who are in the same building. So it has a very narrow range where messages can be transferred. If you go out of that range, then you cannot avail that facility. You cannot send or receive messages.
सर इंटरनेट ये नहीं होता कि जिस तरह सिटी स्कूल नेटवर्क है उसमें सिर्फ सिटी स्कूल के जो टीचर्स और मैनेजमेंट हैं वो यूज कर सकते हैं उनका सर्वर, और कोई नहीं यूज कर सकता है, वो कराची में, लाहौर में, इस्लामाबाद में.
अब्दुल्ला नहीं बेटा, वो ना सर्वर और चीज. देखो जब सर्वर की बात आती है, इट मींस वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इंटरनेट. रिमेंबर, उसमें वो ऑथराइजेशन देते हैं, ओनली दीज पीपल कैन यूज इट बिकॉज नाउ दिस साइट इज द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ सिटी स्कूल नेटवर्क. इट्स फाइन, बट स्टिल इट इज एन इंटरनेट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ यू आर सिटिंग in UK and you are the student of city school, can you access that website, city school website, or not? Abdullah,
कर सकते हैं.
So it means it is an internet. Remember, the main difference between internet and intranet is that internet has no boundaries. Internet has a boundary, it has a narrow range, a limit. If you go beyond that, you will not be able to receive or send messages. So normally, and for that, even connectivity is not required as far as Wi-Fi is concerned.
सर
and all that.
सर कोई एग्जांपल मिल सकती है इसकी?
एग्जाम्पल तो यही है कि हम किसी वॉकी टॉकी असल में ना उसमें बिकॉज कंप्यूटर सॉफ्टवेयर इज नॉट इन्वॉल्व. इंटरनेट यूजेस कंप्यूटर सॉफ्टवेयर सेम एज इंटरनेट. तो उसमें होता ही है, आपको क्यों नहीं पता, मैं आपको थोड़ी एग्जाम्पल कोशिश करता हूँ देने की, कि इन ए फैक्ट्री और इन ए बिल्डिंग समटाइम्स व्हाट हैपेंस, अ फाइनेंस मैनेजर, हम नॉर्मली एक इस्तेमाल करते हैं वर्ड बिजनेस में, मेमो, MEMO. Memo is normally a written description, a message which is sent by maybe a finance manager to another departmental manager, for example an HR manager. Okay, and so they send that without that Wi-Fi connectivity or internet, because software allows them to send that message to another departmental manager. So this is how they deal with it. लेकिन अगर आपने कस्टमर से कांटेक्ट करना है और सप्लायर से कांटेक्ट करना है, देन दैट इंट्रानेट कैन नॉट बी यूज्ड बिकॉज वो रेंज बढ़ गई, फिर इंटरनेट ही इस्तेमाल होगा. सेम इज द केस विद शॉप्स एज वेल. शॉप्स हैव देयर सॉफ्टवेयर एज वेल. सो समटाइम्स मेडिसिन की शॉप में जाते हैं, वहां पे होता है ना, वहां पे वो कंप्यूटर से ही सर्च करते हैं. दे हैव देयर सॉफ्टवेयर. सो
लेकिन सर उसमें कम्युनिकेशन तो इन्वॉल्व नहीं होती.
हाँ नहीं होती, मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, बट दे कैन हैव दैट फीचर एज वेल, कि अगर उनकी दो शॉप्स बहुत ही करीब हैं, तो दे कैन कन्वे द मैसेज यूजिंग दैट सॉफ्टवेयर एज वेल. ऑल्दो मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द मेडिसिन शॉप्स दे डू नॉट हैव दैट फैसिलिटी, लेकिन वो ये फैसिलिटी अवेल कर सकते हैं डिपेंडिंग ऑन, वो महंगा होगा, सारी बात है उस तरह से. बट इन ऑल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन आई एम टेलिंग यू, intranet facility is there, because obviously you have not done a job in any of the organization. I did that, so I know that this facility is always available to business officials. कि इंटरनेट नहीं भी चल रहा तो मैसेज आ रहे हैं, जा रहे हैं. ओके, क्योंकि होता है sometimes.
Husky Energy is an example of intranet.
Which one? Sorry, come again.
Husky Energy. Husky Energy.
Again,
Like
the
the
problem is
platform of providing energy in Canada, तो would it be an example of intranet? क्योंकि उनके अपने ही offices होते हैं, and then they have their own communication system, which is only restricted to them.
possible, but again, remember, intranet has a limit as far as distance is concerned, range is concerned.
Range
If,
is concerned.
see, for example, if they have one office, for example, in one part of the Canada, and the other is in some other part of the Canada. Canada is so huge. So now, obviously, the distance is so long. Intranet cannot work over there. Then they have to take the advantage from internet. So it's not only about that message is conveyed within that department. It's about physical place as well. अगर वो करीब नहीं है तो they cannot talk. Okay, I think we need to move on from that. Okay, then we have word processing as well. So one of the biggest example of word processing is, can you name a software, Abdullah Hussain? Word processing.
It's Microsoft Word.
Very good, Microsoft Word. We type messages, we take a printout as well. We can send a fax as well. After printing, we can send an email as well. So lots of, and we can attach a file there. So all typing
Sir,
facilities.
PDF भी नहीं हो सकता?
Which one?
PDF, sir.
Yes, why not? Why not? All, so I'm not talking about MS Word only. All softwares which help you to process words, means you can type in, you can write words. So it is a word processing software and it is a technology. So now you do not need to write with your hands. So even if you have a poor handwriting, you can type in, no problem at all. So it's quite visible. You can save it somewhere. You can store it. And you can duplicate files easily. और आप डुप्लीकेट करके भेजते हैं जिनको मर्जी भेजनी है. You can attach through your email as well. So technology is all where there. आपको पता है ईमेल में एक ऑप्शन है, एक तो होता है ना आपने जहाँ पे एड्रेस लिखते हैं, there is an option CC and BCC, शायद मैंने बताया आपको. Do you know about it?
No sir.
जब भी आप ईमेल किसी को भेजने लगते हैं ना, अब आपने देखना है. Anyone who knows about it?
Yes, sir.
वहां पे आगे होता है CC और फिर BCC भी लिखा होता है. Now see, when you type in the address, तो obviously उस बंदे को तो चला जाता है. But if you write the address in CC, that means CC means carbon copy. नाम उन्होंने रख दिया है. It means that the same message will be sent to the other person whose address you actually wrote in CC section. लेकिन एक और है BCC, वो क्या होता है? That is blind carbon copy. Remember that. If you type in, आप चाहते हैं कि मैं किसी और बंदे को भेजना चाहता हूं, but the other people should not know about it कि मैंने उसको भी भेजा. So you can type in there. For example, मैं ना फैजान अली को BCC में लिख देता हूं. फैजान अली का email address. Now Faizan Ali will get the same message, but Faizan Ali will only see his name, his address there. कि अच्छा यार सिर्फ मुझे ही भेजा है. Faizan Ali will not be able to know that to how many people that the same message was sent. वो BCC इसलिए होता है. तो there are many ways you can communicate to people. So you can keep it a top secret as well. You do not want other people to know how many people you actually send the message. So this is how you actually take the advantage from communication. You can send to many people, the communication becomes very fast. You can store them for a longer time period as well. It is not time bound, not space bound as well. So that is one of the advantage. You can send urgent messages very quickly. All right, I hope that you understand the first part of it, that is communication. Now I think the class is about to over, so that's all for today. And do solve the question, I will share it with you. That's all for today. I'll see you in the next class. Thank you.
Allah Hafiz, sir.
Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz, sir.
Hafiz.